He seems to be the only one, I say this again for the umpteenth time, he seems to be the only one that actually is able to sniff out chances, that's able to smell where the goal is.
Yeah,
Jackson can't smell. Jackson's
yeah.
also not well. Jackson can't smell anything. He's got a cold. You got a cold?
Well, hey, I mean, it is spring, and maybe he's allergic to pollen. Because I'm one of the people that I'm allergic to pollen. You know, sometimes throughout the day, I'll be trying to sniff, and it's a bit not sniffing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit blocked. So maybe the Chelsea players actually have hay fever, and that's why they're unable to sniff out any chances or goals. Think about it, because you was talking about boosters. Maybe they need to go get the hay fever injection. Maybe that will solve it all. Matisse, think about it.
I don't know.
Hey, it's me, half-time hooks, Hokage of the village. And I've been doing a bit of digging, and 52.5% of you that watch me aren't subscribed to the village, yeah? So, how's about you click that subscribe button, help the village grow, help us hit our targets, and enjoy the wonderful time that we share here together. Hope to see you soon. Peace.
Yo, people, and we're back with another Hawks, and today, yeah, we're gonna be watching Mars' reaction, yeah, to Chelsea losing 2-1 at home to Legia Warsaw, yeah, which I know they went through, but that's a spooky thing. So let's see what he has to say about the whole kerfuffle.
Hey guys, Chelsea won, Legia Warsaw 2. Well, credit to the team. We're going through to the semi-finals. It's not easy when you're playing against Los Blancos. They're all wearing white. The heritage and history that they must have, it's not easy to defend a 3-0 aggregate lead. So you've got to defend and ride the waves, and we're through. So credit to the team, credit to everyone. Just trying to be positive. I'm just trying to be upbeat, trying to be a good supporter. I don't want to rub anyone up the wrong way or.
Pause. Pause. But he's funny. Nah, he could be a sick actor, the way that his mannerisms and everything that he's doing right now. Yeah, it feels like the calm before the storm. In it, nah, it definitely feels like the calm before the storm.
I don't want to try and analyze too much about what actually happened. I just would rather just smile and wave like the penguin, that Kukurea celebration. Smile and wave, So, wow. I mean, a game where I had little to no expectations, demands, they still managed to make it worse. I don't know how. I don't know how a game where it's a free hit, just play football, just have fun, just express yourself. The starting 11 guys was so strong. The attack, people were questioning why are we playing such a strong attack? Where's Curious George? The logic I thought was there was let's get some confidence into these guys for Fulham. Let's get a confidence booster, like a jab. Let's get a confidence booster. Let's top up.
Yeah, let's top up, and obviously the booster had the effects that they didn't explain on the label because if anything. This is the complete opposite of a confidence booster. I can't believe that these men at home, yeah, with zero expectation, yeah, nothing to prove, just we're already through. Let's just play ball. Let's just absolutely and completely batter these men and get some confidence, get that feel good kind of feeling. And we're looking here. Legia Warsaw is probably leaving thinking, only if we didn't concede 3 goals at our ground. Do you know what I mean? It's dark, Chelsea. I can't lie, it's dark.
Credit on our phones. Cole Palmer, confidence booster. Christopher Nkuku, confidence booster. Nicholas Jackson, confidence booster. Confidence booster for Jadon Sancho. I don't think any of them can gain any extra confidence from that. Now, Legia Warsaw, you can get some confidence boosters. You can get some shots. You can get some jabs. You can get some chances created. You can go toe-to-toe with us on total shots and big chances and corners and everything, like XG, whatever statistic you want to look at. It all looks pretty damn good for them in terms of it's a tight game. They've gone away from home and they've gone toe-to-toe with Chelsea, a strong Chelsea side.
Yeah.
So they get their confidence boosters.
100%.
We. What do? We go to Fulham with what? After that, where do we stand? I'll tell you where we stand. Let's get into it. We have a goalkeeper that was signed in the summer that is just as incompetent as the goalkeeper we signed the summer before. Yeah. Both of them are two-pack of arse. They both stink. They both have a stench. And they both can't be trusted. So now we find ourselves in a situation for the rest of the season where the goalkeeping position is redundant. I have a suggestion. I think against Fulham, we should just play with 11 outfield players. Just don't even put a goalkeeper in there now. I wouldn't start Sanchez or Jorgensen. I would just play 11 outfield players.
Man is saying, when we play Fulham, let's do rush goalkeeper. And you know what the maddest thing is as well, yeah? Not only is the keeper they signed this summer arse and the keeper that they signed last summer arse, they've got like 8 other arse goalkeepers in their ranks, innit? One of their arse goalkeepers is actually on loan to their sister club, feeder club, whatever you want to call it, Strasbourg. So they actually got a lot. Like the goalkeeper thing is going to be really hard for them to solve because, like, how do you ever make a case of we need to sign a goalkeeper when, and then I don't know, like the board will just turn around and be like, well, how are we really going to give you money for a goalkeeper when we got like 10 goalkeepers at the club? Like, do you know what I mean? It's a hard thing to convince, innit? I won't lie.
And give one of them gloves and hope for the best.
Yeah,
because the way that this guy played today in goal, when everyone in the Stamford Bridge is rooting for him after we've just booed, or the Stamford Bridge faithful, which we're going to get onto in a minute because you've been naughty boys and naughty girls in the crowd not supporting the team and chanting and cheering after being 1-0 down at Ipswich. We're gonna talk about how this is your fault that we lost today, by the way. We're going to talk about how Stamford Bridge's crowd needs to be blamed by the manager for giving away that penalty against Legia Warsaw at home. You're to blame. Just in case you forgot. So, yeah, listen. We get to Jorgensen. He's a goalkeeper now where everybody's rooting for him. Yeah. All 42,500 Chelsea faithful could not... They're praying for a Jorgensen masterclass so we can actually talk about the goalkeeping position and say, yeah, you have to drop Sanchez for his long ball against Ipswich, otherwise it's hypocrisy. After that performance, I give up. Until Petrovic comes back in pre-season, I give up. This guy is I don't know what's wrong with him. For the penalty, he just goes charging into their attacker, wipes him out.
Just wanna pull you up on something there, Ma. You know, Brother Matisse, you know, he said 42,500 faithful. Just did a quick Google search. Stamford Bridge's capacity is 40,341. So if we factor in that, I don't know, maybe, 1,000, 2,000 tickets go to Legia Warsaw. Something like that, around that. Just wanted to call that one out there, Brother Matisse, you know what I'm saying? Just
for the penalty, he should have saved it. It's a poor penalty. I've spoken about how these teams that we play in this competition, there's no litmus test. They can't attack. They can't really assault our goal. They can't really strike a ball. So even with the penalty, they don't strike it well. And he still manages to palm it and push it into the corner of the net. He can't even save the penalty. That's right at him, not hit with much power. Okay. You think the shenanigans have stopped there? Later on in the second half, this brother's trying to give away another penalty. This brother's taken another man out. Wiping him out like it's Total Wipeout, the old TV show. This guy is looking for all the headlines for all the wrong reasons. He's lucky, in my opinion. Listen, you might feel it wasn't a penalty, but I'm just saying we're a little bit fortunate that it wasn't given, because it's a conversation. You know what I mean? He took him out. Whether he was going to get the ball or whatever, I have to see a replay. But hey, you ran that risk. You ran that risk, and you shouldn't really. So, not a great day for not a great day for the set piece coach, because we conceded from a set piece. The second goal, terrible goal to concede. Shocking defending again, but that's nothing new. This is what we do. How are we going to defend against better opposition in the Premier League when we've got top 5 on the line? Is it really on the line? These are questions that you can answer in the comments. And the biggest thing for me that's so funny is that first of all, in the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes, we should be 2-0 up anyway. All of this stuff I'm talking about shouldn't even be a conversation. It shouldn't even have to be brought up, because we have Cole Palmer, who's in a position where he should score so early on, and he's ballooned it over the bar high and wide. And that...
Say swear. What? The Cole Palmer? Is that what he did, Mark? Whoa. Well, I thought he was the best player in the world. What's going on, man? I can't believe... I just caught up. Cucurella scored, and Jadon Sancho, Jadon Bumcho, a lot of you man like to call him, got the assist. Why did Cole Palmer score or assist at home against Legia Warsaw? It's getting very spooky right now, ain't it, Chelsea fans? It's getting very spooky.
Plus in Cuckoo's miss, where he scuffed it, kind of indicates why these guys are on the pitch in the first place. They're not above this level. They're not above these matches.
Cole Palmer and Clunky is not above Legia Warsaw at home. Oh, how the tune has changed, Chelsea fans. Oh, how the tune has changed.
Here for confidence boosters, but they're not boosting. They're not taking the boosters. So they're going to get ill. They're going to get sick. Yeah. And that really is what I'm taking from this. Like, these guys, I don't know what's going on. Cole Palmer, last season he scores that. I've got so many things to talk about with Maresca. Playing Gusto in half spaces. Playing Gusto on left back. Why did Chelsea sign Amugu and take away the position of Samuel Smith being registered for the second part of this Conference League, who just signed a new deal, an actual left back that can deputise for Cucurella in the long term and short term, actually gain some experience in this competition for our long-term future. No, let's sign a midfielder from France and from Saint Etienne, let's not trust him anyway, because he's probably not good enough. Every time we've seen him, he's looked shaky. When we could have just played Dyer or Aksaki, it would not have made any difference. Insane planning, insane development plan, unbelievable plan from Chelsea to not register a second left back in this squad, so Gusto keeps playing on his wrong side. Big ideas, guys. Big brain ideas.
Galaxy brain. That's the one, isn't it? Galaxy brain moves. I want like Galaxy. Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, Jimmy Neutron moves. I hear it.
Then we've got 2 right backs in midfield. We're playing a 2-2-5-1. We've seen it before in this competition. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really take from it, because no one plays a 2-2-5-1 in the Premier League. You play a 2-2-5-1 in the Premier League, you get shot. You get destroyed. You get ripped open. So as much as, listen, it's okay. I understand it. We're committing people forward. We're getting 3 10s on Cucurella, Palmer, and Nkunku on the pitch in the middle. 2 wingers and a striker. Everybody's committing to the box. Cucurella for the goal, for our goal. Great box crashing again. He seems to be the only one, I say this again for the umpteenth time, he seems to be the only one that actually is able to sniff out chances, that's able to smell where the goal is. Jackson can't smell. Jackson's also not well. Jackson can't smell anything. He's got a cold. You got a cold?
Well, hey, I mean, it is spring. And, maybe he's allergic to pollen. Because, I'm one of the people that I'm allergic to pollen. Sometimes throughout the day, I'll be trying to sniff and it's a bit not sniffing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit blocked. So maybe the Chelsea players actually have hay fever and that's why they're unable to sniff out any chances or goals. Think about it, because you was talking about boosters. Maybe they need to go get the hay fever injection. Maybe that will solve it all. Matisse, think about it.
I don't know. Every time I see this brother in the box, when there's a cutback, he's standing behind a defender. His line of vision is blocked by a white shirt. What use is that for you? We know the crosses have to be low, so that means you need to be able to see the ball. You need to be able to find a space in the box where the ball can directly find you, because we're not doing the aerial thing. The aerial thing is done. Unless Pedro Neto's on the pitch, and he just doesn't seem to understand this aerial thing doesn't work, so he keeps swinging the crosses in aerially, but everybody else seems to understand low crosses. So why, when the low crosses are coming in, is Cucurella the only one that understands basic box movement? And this is why Jackson cannot really be our striker now. I think we have to. I mean, I've given him his credit for the attributes that what he brings to the table.
Yeah, you have.
I'm very comfortable with the idea that not only do we need to upgrade on him in the summer, not only do we need to bench him because he's not kicked on this season. He's had an injury, but he's on 9 Premier League goals. This is not a risk I'm willing to run with next season in terms of the goal tally. But I'm actually willing to go and get 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Go get 2 strikers. This brother is a winger at Villarreal. Let's have him back on the left wing. I know it might not be completely natural for him right now, but with Sancho and Mudryk, and you're going to need a new left winger anyway, and Curious George is probably going to need a loan, you may as well put Jackson on the wing, sign another winger, and just get 2 strikers. If you want Liam Delap for 30 mil because you're cutting on costs, go and get him and sign another striker on top. I need
100%.
strikers. I need strikers.
Yeah.
I like the attributes, but I need the finishing. I need the box movement. I need the aerial ability. I am at a point now where I have no right to be picky and choosy about what striker we sign. Like, in terms of if they're a top name, Osimhen, Gyökeres, we're not getting these guys because we can't pay the wages. We're not in Champions League. The way we're moving, we might not even qualify for Europa League. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But I'll take anyone. They've all got some doubts, question marks. One's taken too many penalties. The other one, listen. I'll take anyone. Anyone of stature, of experience, of mentality, leadership, anything you can bring, please. I'm desperate. Then we talk about the fact that, like I said, there was no flags today. We Are The Shed couldn't bring the flags. So again, the supporters are at fault for this performance. I just want to remind you, if you had sung your heart out and your lungs and, were out of your chest, we would have beaten Legia Warsaw.
100%.
This is not Chelsea. That score at the top of your screen, it's not Chelsea. That is CFC LDN. You've seen the flags. If you've gone to Stamford Bridge, you've seen the flags as well. CFC LDN, copyrighted by Clearlake. Copyright strikes on YouTube's. It is CFC LDN. So once we make peace with the fact that this is not Chelsea, we had sanctions.
CFC LDN fully sounds like the Baller League team that Chelsea are going to set up. Hey, CFC LDN, you might be onto something, ma.
This is CFC LDN. This is a new club. This is a new institution. I think we can start to understand why this result happened. This is blasphemy. For us to be pretty much on the ropes at times against Legia Warsaw. We had our chances, we didn't take them, right? Tyreek George, balloons over the bar, Madueke, all these guys. Cool, I get it. We had our chances. Achimpong's in midfield with Reece James, got 2 right backs and centre mid. We at times were letting Legia Warsaw line up shots in and around our box, attacking till their heart's content, looking like they can make a comeback. These guys thought they were Aston Villa. These men thought they were Real Madrid with the social media posts, but these men didn't even put out anything. They just came on action. They just came on smoke. They didn't even have nobody's dad circling Stamford Bridge. They didn't even have, no Rodolfo Tandanda. They just said, yo, we're pulling up.
Yeah.
I have to give massive credit to Legia Warsaw. I could sit here and I could cuss out Chelsea all day long. But I'm going to give credit to Legia Warsaw to wrap up this video, because Legia Warsaw, 3-0 down, they come to Stamford Bridge. We know they're not a great side. We know they don't have great attackers. They don't have great anything. But they came here on some serious violence, and they went toe-to-toe, and they deserve the win. Credit to them. I just want to give credit to you guys. You deserve it. You come to London, you got your tits out in the away end. I can resonate. I've had my tits out before. People have criticized me, but at the end of the day, it looks like I'm one of them. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their tits out. You know what I mean? So they had their limbs, they had their celebrations, they had their trip. I think it was like a reduced capacity in the away end as it was for the first leg. We now play whoever we play in the semis in Sweden. What I want to say is, after this result, one thing I'll take away from this game, not confidence boosters, not Premier League pushers. I am not confirming or really, I'm not really sure that we're going to win this competition.
Oh, has it started to sink in now? It started to sink in, Chelsea fans. It started to sink in. Yeah. I don't know who you got in the next round because obviously, you know, I got bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on PSG, you know, semi-final Champions League where, you know, you man wish to beat. You know what I mean? So at some point I'll check and see who you got, but I think it's starting to sink in now, Chelsea fans, that you are not going to win this competition, innit? So it's peak.
If we play Real Betis in the final or Fiorentina,
Real Betis. Fiorentina.
we could lose. That is something that entered my mind watching this. Watching how bad we have been and how bad we are in both boxes and how frail we are mentally and how weak and how young this team is, and they're just not Chelsea at all in terms of the way that they're moving right now. They lack any real leadership, any real spine, any quality. The manager is moving mad over there. He's struggling.
Crazy.
I feel like we could lose the final and we could really be facing Conference League football again if we're not careful. We're level on points with Aston Villa. They're in 7th.
2 years in a row for Chelsea in the Conference League. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
7th is Conference League this season, I believe. 6th is Europa. And if we lose that final, we don't get it in this competition either. We don't get Europa League football. How on earth could there be the possibility that Manchester United could win the Europa League if they beat Lyon? I don't know what's going on. And they qualify for Champions League after the season prior, where they knocked us into Conference League by winning the FA Cup and qualifying for Europa. They could finish in the position they're in the Prem and get Champions League football, and we couldn't. Life is not fair. But to be honest, I don't even feel sorry for us at this point. Maybe life is fair, because what the heck are we doing, guys? Honestly, at this point, after my first half analysis from the previous game against Legia Warsaw, people saying it's a bit negative. I don't really think I need to say much more. You saw what you saw. We may be going through, but we is kicking that can down the road. We is kicking it down the road. And to be honest, the can's already burst and the drink's already out the can against Ipswich. But the can, I mean, in the final of this competition, we may really be kicking that can down the road. If we don't find performance or form, hey, we might actually lose the final. And then all of this was for nothing. All of this fake pump, all of this fake ego confidence in these games and stat padding and GA and to not win this competition, I'm confused. So I'm gonna go lie down. I'm gonna go rest, and I'm gonna let you guys tell me in the comments what's going on, because I don't really know what's going on. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind. How can I drive if I'm legally blind? How can I see if I'm legally blind? How can I analyze this performance if I'm legally blind? I can't see. I can't see. That's me in handcuffs, supporting Chelsea Football Club, going into the police car, and these men are trying to convict me. I'm a witness. I didn't do anything. I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind. I don't know what's going on. And I don't even think I want to know. Love and guidance.
The man said love and guidance. I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind. Well, boy. Hey, man. It's like he titled the video, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Let me know what you lot think in the comments below about Mars' reaction and just in general about Chelsea getting punched up by Legia Warsaw, because that's crazy. That is insane. But yeah, it's been another Hawks. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.